Right, hello YouTube. I'm just doing a quick channel update. That's a lie. I'm doing a quick channel update and opening mail at the same time. Generally speaking, I absolutely hate channel updates. The reason being is usually they're videos about how people haven't been making videos and how they're about to make cool videos and everyone should watch and stay tuned and all the rest of it, which seems a little bit pointless really. But it's the done thing to do when you haven't posted for a little while, so here I am. The channel update is that I haven't been making videos. I'm going to be making cool videos, so stay tuned. It's been Christmas and, well, I'm busy. That's it really. Sorry, I'm just opening mail at the same time. I've got oh, these are pretty cool. These, I ordered loads of these from China. They're little torches, but they're about the same size. I mean, they'll fit in my fist there. As fire steels. They're meant to be 120 lumens, but they're probably going to be 120 Chinese lumens. Not that good. But still, they're cheap and cheerful, and I thought they might be a nice addition to kind of clip into the sheaves. And they look pretty badass, actually. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing in the new year is I've got some blades. These have been heat treated for. I made the blade, shaped the blades myself, and these have been heat treated by Origin Knives. Who's a professional, is a guy called Kevin. He's a professional knife maker, at least by my reckoning, and makes some really quality stuff. And does some, and he's done the heat treatment for me on these. There's two blades, in fact, that he's done. I've got a little kind of camp blade there, and I've got the big one there. This one's going to my wife because she needs a nice custom blade. And there was the first knife I did, and I'd like the first knife I ever built to go to my wife. It just seems right, really. And there's this one which is going to be given away to a friend of mine who's been actually helping me out with the YouTube stuff. So that's those really. Those are ready to be finished, and that'll be coming up in the new year. On top of that, I've got about 25 to 30 of, not these blades, but a mixture of various skinners, camp blades. I've got a couple more of these in various guises, which I need to heat treat myself, which will be done with a kind of charcoal forge, as it were, and there's going to be a lot of testing and this, that and the other, which leads me to giveaways. There's going to be quite a lot of stuff given away in the new year. The reason being is, while I'm playing around with heat treating and any of the skills I'm doing that I'm picking up, woodworking, leatherworking, all of that sort of stuff, before it gets to the point where I'm going to be happy to sell the things that I make and do, there's going to be the stuff that I'm not happy to sell. That, for example, this is a blade that I've ground up, and it looks pretty good, to be honest, and it looks quite nice and pretty, and it should make a nice blade. But on the off chance that this doesn't finish up particularly well after heat treat, or if a grind line goes, or if when I'm putting the handles on, something else goes a little bit wrong and I'm not quite happy with it, the quality's not quite where I want it to be, I'm not going to be happy selling it. So if I'm not happy to selling it, I'm going to be giving it away. So that's going to apply to all of the test blades I do. I've also bought some leatherwork stuff specifically to give away very soon after Christmas, actually, and I bought myself multiple of these little kits. They're little leather wallets, but the flouncy flower on the front there is all hand carved, so I'll be able to put in my own designs and I can have fun kind of learning how to hand tool leather. I've got 3 of those which I'm going to build and give away. I don't know to who yet or under what circumstances. There are 12 little wristbands that I've got. They're going to be pretty cool. I've got multiple leather belts, belt blanks that I'm going to be building up, and I'll do a giveaway of like a subscriber giveaway or something, and then people can pick their own colours. If they want a specific design on there, then I can give a go trying to put that design on, stuff like that. Just a bit of fun really. I've also got some goat skin leather. I'm not sure if goat skin's classed as a leather, whatever it is. I've got some nice tooling leathers, a big old lump of those, so I can make up knife sheaths and this, that and the other. And I'm going to be doing some sling bows at some point, And again, those early prototypes, as it were, are going to get given away and all that sort of jazz. So yeah, that's what's coming up. Giveaways, some cool videos on all sorts of things, and by all sorts of things, I'm leather, wood, metals, sewing, cooking, anything I'm interested in really. So yeah. Just to make this a little bit more interesting, and I'm in a talky mood, I was having a conversation with someone last night on Facebook about the Master of None conversation. The phrase is Jack of all trades, Master of none, which is the idea that if you don't have a laser beam focus on one thing, for example, like becoming a master knife maker, that if you were to diversify and be a knife maker and a leather worker and a woodworker, or anything, painting, cooking, whatever, that you can never be a master of any particular trade, which I think is complete bollocks. And the reason it's important to say that is because people sometimes get a bit upset about it. People get upset about telling you you're not a master, and people will get upset about people belittling their work because they're not seen as a master. And it couldn't be less important. The reason being is, if someone were to tell you that you're a master, doesn't make you one. If you were to call yourself a master, doesn't really make you one. And also, if you look at what a master is, there's no such thing. I enjoy bushcraft, and if I was pressed to say, well, who is a master of bushcraft, Ray Mears would be in that list somewhere. But if you were to ask him, I doubt he'd say he was a master at bushcraft. He'd just be a guy that was good and he's still learning. And I think if you were to ask a master knife maker, they go, no, I'm not a master, I'm very good at what I do, but I learn new things every day and I still screw up and blah. And further to that, when I was a martial artist back in Bristol, or when I was trained jiu-jitsu, back in Bristol, my instructor always taught me that the most valuable thing on earth was someone that knew what they were doing. To take that to its extreme, if you're stuck on a desert island, you don't want a master artist. You want someone that knows what they're doing, that knows how to survive. Water, fire, shelter, hunting, all of that stuff. To which you get the obvious response of, oh, so what you actually want is a master, you want a master survivalist, you want a master bushcrafter. Which, on the face of it, seems like a perfectly reasonable argument and looks like I'm being a bit of an idiot. But then if you boil it down, the master bushcrafter is going to be nothing more than someone with a collection of skills. They're going to be good at fire starting, shelter, food, blah, 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 blah. So even the master is just a collection of skills, a jack of all trades in their field. And as it goes, there's people, to step back from that, I've seen people that are maybe on their third knife that they've made. I just use knife making because I've got some in my hand. So I've seen people that have maybe made their third knife and they're really good. And I've seen people that have been knife makers for about 4 or 5 years and they are doing absolutely top quality blades that I would be amazingly proud to be able to make. But they've only been doing it for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They're not a master, and they wouldn't say they was a master. They were a master, but the stuff they do is excellent quality. So how important is it to have that name? And I genuinely think that it's not at all. I much, with my skills, rather than if someone could say, we could give you a wish right now, would you like to wish to be a master at anything? Knife making, leather working, sewing, dancing, because his body was built for dance. Or we could make you a jack of all trades and you'd be skilled in 10 skills. Like, which would you prefer? I'd pick the 10 skills every time. It's just that for me, it's important to have an overall knowledge of everything. And an overall knowledge isn't a bad thing. Like, there's no one on earth that will be able to tell you that if you have a really good working knowledge of mills and lathes, or milling and lathing, that's not a good thing to have. even though you're not a master at it. It's a ludicrous idea. So the whole point is that for those that think that not being a master of something is somehow a negative thing, have a word with yourself. Or don't, actually, it doesn't matter to me. But for much more importantly, for the people that get disheartened if they're told you're not a master, or if they just feel that they're not a master of something and that they feel that somehow that their skills are lessened by that, don't be. To be semi-skilled or skilled or a little bit skilled or whatever, to have an interest in something, there's nothing wrong with it, and it's not about other people. There's no one has ever said, sitting on their deathbed, I really, really wish that I could have impressed that one dude I met on Facebook 20 years ago that said my stuff was a little bit crap. It doesn't matter. Just do the things that you enjoy, do the things that you want to do, and if I enjoy making, and as Adam Savage said, make the things that you can't not make. Just do the things that you want to do. And that's really kind of the whole point of this little philosophy discussion, because it's just for people that are starting out, it's really easy to get disheartened by people having a go at you. And the bad criticism, like the stuff where people are just having a go, that can even have some sort of value. Like, you can find value in it if people are telling you that your leather working's crap. That's absolutely fine. Like, the thing is not to take it to heart. They might be right. It might be crap. They might be being a bit too harsh. But somewhere you can find some useful benefit. But if you can't find any benefit from that, ignore it. Just let it slide. It's not important. The thing with all of these crafts that I've learned is that as long as you're happy with what you do, that's all that's important. You will find other people in the world that are as happy with the things you make as you are, and those will be the people you talk to. Those will be your customers. Those will be your friends. The rest of it all works itself out in the wash. So that's my little December update video, I suppose. I hope I haven't bored you to death. I look forward to seeing you again in the new year, where I can do lots of cool stuff, give you some bits and all the rest of it, really. Same as any other video, if you want to say anything, like, comment, subscribe, tell me how crap this is, tell me how amazing it was, whatever. If you have any ideas of stuff you'd like to see me do, like Shut Up, for example, throw that in the comments. If you want me to make certain stuff in the wood shop or out of leather, crack on. It's all a nice learning exercise for me. It's not particularly serious. Let's have some fun with it. So yeah, shoot me a comment, and thanks for tuning in again to the Man Cave. I'll see you in the new year.